Hey everybody, we're back with another game stream. We're going to be playing more of the Outriders DLC. I'm going to try to finish it up tonight, and then we can start doing the side missions for drop pod resources so we can do more upgrades. Let me adjust a couple things here. Make sure that everything is running the way it should. Perfect. Okay. So if you haven't done so already, please follow and subscribe on Twitch, DMGRGN, on YouTube, Spider Does Things. I'd appreciate it. Helps me out. Every follower and subscription gets me closer and closer to giving you some good things. I'm working on a way to set up contests and giveaways and things. I want to do $10 gift cards for people who follow and subscribe, like a raffle kind of thing. Like you'll be entered into a drawing, that kind of thing. I need to get more people interested so that the field is wider, so there's more of a chance for people to earn some goodies. So we're gonna get into it. Here we go. Alright, now we're going to drop our Apocalypse tier. As much as I want to just keep on going as hard as I can, I got wrecked a couple times with some of the battles recently. So we are going to drop it to 20. I think. And then after that, we'll probably boost it back. But that's what we're going to do. Get a little bit more of a fighting edge here, just so we can finish this off. Excuse me, pardon me.
What the hell's happening?
Outrider! Thank God. We're under attack. I can't reach anyone. I need your help on the walls.
Tahiti? Keep Atuma safe in the truck.
I promise. She's under my protection.
Okay. Let's get out of that. Let's get back to here. Alright. We won't get any more Apocalypse tiered points for having the difficulty lowered, but we'll still be able to get our Ascension rank higher. Which is still good.
Shira. They're all dead.
Ah, fuck. That is ugly. Those walls are all that we cannot do. You need
See
to
what kind of a
hold on.
difference a few difficulty levels makes? Just melting everything now.
I can't hold this place forever. I need a plan.
There's one last option. detonator and roast those fucking things!
Hell yeah! Now
Ooh,
that's
yeah.
some fireworks. Shit. It didn't work. They're still coming. Shit. You smell their blood. They'll walk through the fire to chewing us now. Ah, fuck it. Let's just do this the old-fashioned way.
No, I'm getting ya. Nice. Alright. Oh, there's still more to fight, huh?
Looks like the last of them.
Alright.
For now.
Thank God. We wouldn't be here without you, Ryder. You bought us a few hours, at least.
Let's make them count. I'm coming to you. There's something I need to show you.
It better be some kind of miracle. There's another elevator in that bunker nearby. It'll bring you to me.
Alright, let's get rid of our excess loot. Let's see, what's this one? Descendant, huh? I don't recall having any of those. Don't see any on my list there, so that's cool. Kittens. Good boys.
It's all over. They say the storm's peak is coming in the night, and we won't see the other side of it. 30 years of this fucking war. For what?
It's not over. We found a way to hold back the storm. Zahidi was right. We brought someone to meet you.
You are the one I bring this for. Last of the root shards. Iroak Itare can save you all, but cannot give yet.
Why not?
Your enemies would only destroy it.
Let me worry about them.
No. You saw my city, my people. No future down path of war. No Itare without peace.
Peace. Is that what you came all the way here for? You think we're gonna play patty cake with the fucking insurgents after all we've gone through? Sorry, but hell no. Not even for your magic alien shit.
Atuma, I thought you were gonna help us. I met the commander. She's never gonna just give up.
Well, we have to try, right? None of this matters if we're all dead.
Show you your future.
Shira. What is it?
It's impossible. How?
You make it so. Look.
What did you see?
Lieutenant, to me. Send a messenger to their commander. We're calling a summit.
Grand Marshal, they execute every messenger we send.
No, not this time. Tell them we're going to surrender.
Bit of a plot twist there. Man, I look extra fat today, don't I? Dang. Like a fat guy. Goodness. How many of my resources do I have? 34. Yeah, I know. All you see is the shadows and the tentacles. That's what I saw myself. That's fine. We'll deal with it.
We'll hold down the fort.
Was hoping I'd hear from you again. But surrender, that's beneath you.
I don't think you want to be fighting this war anymore either. You knew what Salvador found. You never wanted us to reach the Pack Shaman. Why?
Some old witch offering impossible dreams. That's not how this ends.
The Pack Shaman will save us. All of us.
Grand Marshal Bootman. You and I have never met. But we've spent years now trying to kill each other. You'd let it go? All that hatred. All that pain.
I had forgotten what it was like to feel hope. But I've seen it. That's how I know you'll make the same choice I did. We can all die in the storms, or we can end this war. And save what's left of humanity. Together.
There is no saving humanity. Humanity is already dead. You only came to this planet so that we could be born in the storm. Don't waste your tears. The Grand Marshal had no future on Enoch. You and I, we're another story. We are the evolution, chosen by the anomaly. One final storm to ravage the planet. And then there will be so many more of us.
I don't die so easily.
I saw it had to be this way.
You didn't have to die for this.
I'm sorry I never told you. I was glad when you came back.
Ryder! The pack shaman just disappeared. Rift Town's under attack. We need to go.
No. It's time I end this war. Ereshkigal! Wherever the fuck you went, I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna end you.
Outrider? What the hell happened in there?
Commander killed Shira.
What? Oh, God. I don't understand. Why? Why did she offer to surrender?
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna find your fucking commander.
Hurry! This storm is coming hard.
So am I. Just kidding. That's close. Sorry, children. Ooh, boy. That's some combat. Going through my ammo pretty quick.
I got enough bullets for every fucking one of you. Today! Arrested gold!
All right. That's the stash. Is there any ammo up here? I think so. Over here. Nope. Downstairs. Let's get that. Hey, little kitten, what are you doing, huh?
No! No! Outriders, turn back! Her shadows will take you, tear you, destroy you! This is how
No,
it
no, 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 no. No.
Come back! Outriders, she's losing it! You have to stop! I can't stop. You heard Jana. This is how it ends.
Exile! Do not turn your back! Do not hide from the cold!
That's right. Call all your bastards. Line them up. I got your storm right here!
That's some battling, let me tell you. Goodness.
Outrider, can you hear me? You need to get to cover! This storm is... This is the end!
No! No more hiding.
Huh.
We can end it! Now!
Ah. Gotcha. Hate when they back me into a corner like that. That's fine. It's all fine. We're gonna get in here. We're gonna blast that lady in the face a few times. Hopefully the difficulty's right where it needs to be.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Knowing nothing can stop you? Except me. You can try to beat me, but you've already lost. Look around you.
No, I think I can.
Live or die.
Guess that's enough out of you, huh? How does the anomaly feel about you now, scumbag?
Wait. Don't you feel it? The power coursing through you. This is who you were meant to be. We are the gods of this planet.
No. Just me.
You'll try. It'll consume
Let
you.
it go.
This Outrider. You came back? This is no peace. We're not capable.
They can be.
But you saw what I became.
And I saw you let it go. Let it go.
Thank you. For everything you've done, I can't.
Have only given them the tools.
The father. What he found under your lost city,
Don't go looking for this. We'll only find horror. I've given you walls. Safe here.
But for how long? The anomaly will just keep getting worse. One day, it'll find a way through, and I'm not gonna sit around and wait for it.
If you leave this place, we'll not be able to come back.
I know. I know.
But why? And this is one of the end game. There's two parts to the end game. There's this part which finishes up the story, but it's also a repeatable set of multiple dungeons. And there's the pods here, which is a set of just you go and you recover these pod resources and you fight a series of encounters. Wonder why it doesn't say best tier. Oh, it does, 19. And then, of course, there's that one, which unlocks at Apocalypse tier 15, which I've done before. But it's not fun. If you do the ones where you pay a certain amount, then you get more in return. Because some of these you have to have a minimum to do. I'm going to see about this one. I'm at 20. I don't have enough resources to do it though. Dang it. So you gotta do the little ones first. What about this one? Can I do this one? Yeah. Let's do that one.
Outrider, I have a request. There's an old geothermal power station we'd like to reopen, now that you've helped us gain a foothold in these mountains. With more sustainable energy, we could get this base back on its feet. As for your troubles, I happened to see one of those pods spin down into the lava pits up there. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Always happy to brave the cold for you, Dunham.
This should be alright. It shouldn't be a problem.
I'm at the location, Dunham.
Essentially, it's just swarms and swarms and swarms along with boss monsters. Swarms and boss monsters.
Summit's cleared, but the entrance is collapsed.
Damn. You'll need to find another way in.
Ice looks pretty thin here. Alright, I'm in. It's starting to lose feeling in my toes. Brr.
Could always hop in some lava. Expect that'll warm you up real quick.
You know, I could probably survive that.
You don't get any rewards until you finish, also. Like, can you notice none of these guys are dropping any loot? Any sort of loot at all? Because they don't until you've finished the whole thing. And then you get loot from the drop pod. Yep, I'm just saying, he's got me pinned here. Come on, really? Wow. You had me pinned up against that rock. What are you doing? No, 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 don't pause. Ah, what are you doing? Goodness. Don't know why I did that. Oof. Oh, another one of these guys. Goodness. Well, now you gotta stay close to this thing. It's always a bit of a pain. Ascension rank is going up pretty good, though. Ah. Ah. Oof.
More of you exploding spider bastards.
Spider?
It's what we called little fuckers like these back on Earth.
Oh, that's not nice to me.
Oh yeah. One half of every married couple was trained in disposing of them.
I forget that a lot of these people never lived on Earth, so they don't know anything about it. Oof, goodness. Pretty sure this is the boss area. Maybe not. No, there's a little bit more of this first. Don't you dare try to get up on my lap and distract me while I'm trying to play. Nope. Don't you dare.
geothermal stuff ranges from salvageable to put me out of my misery. Doubt you'll need to replace it all, though.
That's better than I expected.
Well, let's see what happens when we fight the boss here. Bonk. It's one of those flaming spider things. It's not as bad as the other one earlier in the game, though. Oh, did I get him? I think I did. Nice. Ooh. And then you get to find out what your loot reward is.
Outrider detected. Access
Place
granted.
is cleared and the pot is secure. You can start recruiting people to freeze to death up here instead of getting murdered by their fellow man.
I think we can do better than that, thanks to you.
Who died and made you an optimist?
Half a valley of insurgents, if you must know. Stay in touch, Outrider. Don't get killed out there.
All right. Let's get rid of some of that. Yeah, my accuracy is usually pretty crap. 50%. No time spent in cover because I don't ever do that. I had a lot of good number of critical hits for the enemies killed. It's not bad. Let's see about... Can I upgrade any more of my gear yet? Let's see. I didn't think that that was upgraded like that. Strings of Gauss. That's a new ability. I didn't have that before. That's cool. 57, 55. Let's see about upgrading this. Raise those attributes. It's a constant game of upgrade, fight, upgrade, fight, upgrade, fight. Keep raising the difficulty while you keep upgrading things, which is, you know, typical looter shooter kind of stuff. What is my average. It's still 55 because I still have a lot of stuff that's down to 55. I'm trying to get up to boost my average power level. It says I got another exotic from somewhere, or another legendary. 50. I wonder where that one came from. In the boots. Oh, nice. Boots of the Flame Leper. What are the ones am I using some right now? No, I'm using Mew Metal boots. They're 55. I'll get rid of those, even though they're technically, like, they have an extra ability. They're lower levels, so it's too expensive to build them up. Alright, what do we got next? Heart of the Wild, Chem Plant, Stargrave, the Drought Palace. That costs things. Trying to remember which one of these is a bit smoother than the others. This one is just a series of big rooms. Once you get to the chemical plant, and then there's just a bunch of monsters in that one central area. It's not awful, but 17. Best tier I did there was 19, which means it wasn't too bad if I've been able to do it at that. So it'll give me another 50,000 in drop pod resources. So let's go do that. Do some more endgame content here, huh?
Outrider, we've been detecting massive energy spikes in insurgent territory near the old chemical plant. The last thing I can afford is those monsters generating more power. I need you to disable their operation. Push your way through the slums.
This was the end game before the DLC. That's why she's still alive for this. In case you wonder. Hey guys. Hey guys. Gotcha. Let's get some ammo from your corpses. I got all my ammo back, so it doesn't matter. Is there anything down there? Not right now. Okay. Yeah, sucks to be you guys, huh? Nice. Get them boxed right in the kill zone. Okay, guys. I guess you sucked, huh? As soon as I do this, they're gonna come in from the back here.
Damn it. More of them.
Yeah, it's no big deal. I got him.
Elevator in this lab.
Yeah, that matches our blueprints for the plant. The elevator should lead to the heart of the facility.
Alright, let's go down there. Let's wreck shop. Let's wreck shop. Wreck shop.
All I'm missing is some elevator music.
Dun, 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 dun.
Whatever that thing is, that switch should be taken.
But as soon as you do that, the monsters start showing up. boss monster time. Got him.
Shira, about those energy spikes? The insurgents had a functioning power cell down here.
What did you do with it?
It's disabled. I'll see if Zahidi can't take a look at it. And I found a pod down here.
You saved some lives today, Outrider. I would expect nothing less from you.
Alright, let's see what this is all about here, huh?
Outrider detected. Access granted.
Access granted. Ooh, I got something legendary there. Nice. Ooh, 2 legendary things. Nice. Some drop powder resources, another Grim Marrow. A lot of that stuff's just gonna get broken down, but still, it's resources. It just goes, and it goes. Okay, let's see. Let's get rid of that stuff, because we're not going to use it. Let's see. Level. That's 56, so we can get rid of our 55. We got a Deadeye Cloak. Do I have another one here? I do. That's 51. That's 56. Easy decision. Is that 56 or 55? 55. Regardless. Don't matter. Alright, so let's get out of here. That's a lot of damage. 263 million damage dealt. Ooh, my accuracy was worse that time. It was 38%. Yeesh. That's why I don't play competitive multiplayer games, because my aim is not great. I'll tell you. Where's the stash at? Because I need to clean out the stash, because I got things sent there that didn't need to go there. So, yep. Those things don't need to go to the stash. And I probably should clean out a lot of this stuff. Like, all this is low level now. Level. Yeah, I should get rid of anything that's under a certain level, to be honest. My other characters are in their 30s, so I should probably get rid of anything under level 30. To be perfectly fair. That still leaves a lot of things in my stash here, but that. Get rid of those. Let's see. What are these? Okay. These are all level 30 plus, so that's fine. what's over here? Alright, and I should probably take stock on what I have on my character and compare it to what's there to try to clean things up a little bit. Because I have a lot of stuff. I tend to hoard things. I do. What's in this supply? You can get random legendaries from here. You can sell titanium for Dropbox resources. So, we're going to do that. We'll sell probably 90,000 titanium. For Dropbox resources. Give or take. Yeah, we'll do that. Because that should let me upgrade some more things. So let's go over to our upgrade station. So that's at 57. That's at 56. 55. 56. 55. 55. Nice. Okay, so that's maxed out so far. Boost that kind of stuff. So I still have 150,000. So let's see what else we can boost up. Can we level that up again? I'm a bit shy. What's that? Can we raise that up? Still in the 200,000 plus. Alright. I want to get some of this stuff up higher. Because I feel like I'm going to need it. This is probably not going to be a go here. Yeah. Okay, so that's fine. But we upgraded our other gun, which is fair. Where does it say we're at? Oh, good. Our average went up to 56 from 55. So we're getting better. We are getting better. What's over here? Can get more titanium. To get more of those other resources. Hey, let's keep playing. Because we don't want to spend every single scrap we have. That's not much titanium, though, to be perfectly honest, for scraps. We can sell those things for scraps, but we need those for other things too. That's kind of tough. Anyway, let's do another mission. Let's find another drop pod. This one's usually not too bad. What's that all about? We gotta spend some to get some. That's fine. We can do that. Spend some to get some. Spend some to get some.
Altered, I need you to retake a facility southwest of Dead Rock Pass. Become a viper's nest of insurgents. My men can't get close.
Can't Cullen handle it?
I don't trust that paranoid junkie. And seeing as you crippled my second in command, that just leaves.
That wasn't the Outriders' fault.
No, it was yours. You've also got one of our pods in there altered. Bring its
Hmm.
contents to me.
Nope, I think we're gonna keep the stuff in there. Break on through to the other side. Too slow. Sniper, no sniping. Sniper, no sniping. Sniper, no sniping. Oh, man.
Looks like they were collecting corpses. Any ideas why?
They're insurgents, so reasons range from a spot of the munchies to extreme loneliness. I just need the facility cleared.
I think they're up to something, Outrider.
They are. They're feeding the beasties. They're feeding the beasties. You gotta watch out for beasties. Nice. Oh, look at him. He's like, I'm the greatest. Stop raising my gun in the air. Oh, I'm dead. You guys can't get up behind me. What are you doing? Tuck and roll, Grandma. Tuck and roll. My nose is itching. Pardon me.
Damn. This place reeks.
You've come to the wrong place!
Clown just locked me in with a bunch of local wildlife. Lots of bodies in here, too.
You think those bodies are food for those creatures?
Yep.
The insurgents were keeping them alive?
Maybe.
If you're going to die in there, can you let me know so I don't waste any more time on this damn radio?
That's a lot of monsters. That is a lot of monsters. Whew. It was a lot of monsters. I'll say that.
Smells like a sewer. There a way across?
Most likely. Well, you'll have to wade your way through the bullshit.
Yeah. We know the feeling.
I don't see how, ex-marshal, when your legs don't work, you would just float on top of the bullshit like a log.
Both of you. Clear the damn radio.
That's a lot of people. Ugh. Dang. Alright, you're dead. Ooh, goodness. That was some fighting, huh? That was some fighting.
What is this? Let's find out. Think they developed this themselves. Must have got the specs from the pod.
The Alta Shrink is right behind us! Get out of here and help!
Are you crazy? Hasn't been nice knowing you, boys. The yellow turd wants our toys and the pod. Let's feed him to the target practice instead. Let him out, Jimmy!
Target practice for their fancy weapon.
This is a fight. This is gonna be a fight. Ah. Damn, guys, come on. Get out of my way. Where is my turret and why is it not out? Certain floors, like if you put your turret in water, it won't come out. Like even if it's like an inch, like a puddle, it won't pop out. So I think I was putting it on that grating and it wasn't showing up because that's some kind of weird terrain. But
Clear. Surgeons had a fancy new toy that were testing on the creatures. I'm sure you didn't know anything about that, Corrigan.
Good work, my friend. Could you bring it all back? Oh, and offer remains on the table. I need a new second in command.
I'll pass. And I think I'll hold on to my spoils as well.
What? This was my
Outrider detected.
my intel. You
Access
can't
granted.
just...
Guy's been playing the brass out his ass for long enough. Happy to be on your team, Outrider.
let's get the goods. Let's get the goods. Bunch of stuff got moved to the stash. That's fine. Excuse me. Level 55 Borealis Monarch versus level 50, so get rid of that. Spirit Breaker. The Noxious Spawns is more helpful, but I can always switch that out, I think. $55. 110 versus 103. Interesting. I think I might switch for that. Maybe try to switch the improved invulnerability bullets for ultimate weakening bullets. Maybe. High caliber variant, standard variant. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Let's see this. I need to figure out how to protect that locket, because I don't want to get rid of that without being sure that I like this other thing. I like the Geistcheske. It's a good amount of drop pod resources, I'll say that. What are you doing, kittens? Sleeping. Sleeping. Checking some stuff on my phone for messages. 350 million damage, dang. Whew. Goodness, I'm not getting on a Zoom call with anybody. Okay. What we're going to do is we are going to adjust the difficulty just to be safe. And this is a bit excessive. Boulderlings. What's that? Huh. That's even better. Let's switch to that. Bring our average firepower up, our anomaly power up. And that means we'll need to raise the attributes. Now I think this is only when you're using the weapon, but still. So let's take a look. Ooh, yep. Man. Least amount of firepower, but it is your sidearm. Still 170k. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we set the difficulty lower so that we can go in here and I can show you the end game portion for the new updated DLC. And I'll explain why I lowered the difficulty once we get to that section. You don't need the difficulty lowered for the entire sequence, but you can't change it once you enter. So you have to do, you know...
The Tuma thought these pharaohs were following some primal instinct, but to where? Is Father's power drawing them? Is it drawing me?
Let's go in here. This will only open sometimes. It doesn't always open. We're going to get less experience from this because the difficulty is lower, but there's certain bosses in here that no matter what I do, if I have them at my matched difficulty, I can't beat them. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Some smartasses out there will say skill issue, but who knows? Alright, goodness sakes. Yeah, this is one of the bosses that's problematic. It's an issue. These guys are not simple. Like, they have multiple special attacks. They deal massive amounts of damage. You see what I mean? Like, this is ridiculous. He might still kill me here. And this is like 4 difficulties lower, so, you know. Ooh. Maybe not. Ah, but he does this so often. Ugh. Oh boy. I don't know if it looked easy, but it was not easy.
Quiet, underground spot for the father to plan his whatever madness he had in mind.
Oof. That's 53 because just Blade of the Martyr 53. Yeah, those guys are not easy. Not even a little. On any difficulty. And trying to do that at maximum difficulty is just not... It's not a good time. It's not a good time. There's multiple directions you can do. Eventually you get to the center spot, and that's the end of the actual story of the game. Oof. Oof, goodness.
With the power the Father wielded, I've no doubt his people worshipped him as a god. The anomaly's been twisting this place apart for centuries. Maybe because this is so close to whatever the anomaly comes from. Will all of Enoch look like this?
Maybe. Maybe not. Some drop pod resources, so that's cool. Okay, let's go over here, clear the rubble. You advance further and further into the city until you have a final battle against a final boss, and then you see the end of the story.
Palace over his passage. Find his throne room. I could probably find the entrance.
I believe it's here. Through here you get to the throne room, I think. Yeah, you gotta fight one of those things here. This isn't gonna be a fun time, but that's fine. We just did one, we can do another. Yeah, I got your number, buddy.
What the hell? Yeah, right back at
Ugh, goodness. Roll, roll, roll like a bunch of Dark Souls stuff, huh? Alright, so let's clear out the loot so we have room for other stuff. Always got to keep clearing it out. Then we got some gloves. By level. Which ones are these? Torrential downpour. Get rid of those ones. Perfect. Alright, let's move on. A little bit further and then we can be done with the story.
This has got to be the palace. Now to find the throne room.
And there's side areas too, like you can go all kinds of places. There's a lot of different places around here. We're just gonna go straight through because we're running short on time here. What's up, kitten?
Looks like Father's throne room. Must have been pretty impressive.
Usually always go to the left side here, so we're going to do that for force of habit. I don't know what that was. Oh, I got a follower. Awesome. Thank you. I heard the sound and I was like, what is that? I forgot I set my alerts. Awesome. I'll have to check and see who it was in a minute because I didn't see it when it came up. I just heard the noise like... Appreciate the follow, by the way. Thank you so much. Every little bit helps. I'm glad you're liking the content. Bunch of loot. Drop pod resources, that's cool. It's a bunch of it. Let's break down all the purples that we don't need, because that gives us resources for upgrades. Because we're upgrading all pretty much legendary as much as we can.
That's supposed to be a tumor? It's the same face and those gems on her forehead. That means Atuma was the daughter.
And they scrubbed his face from history.
All the stories she told me, they were about her. She was here for all of it. 1,000 years ago. My God. Some kind of private chambers.
He was able to translate.
This is in English.
Yeah.
Who the hell else has been here? Not Monroy. His people never got out of the desert. These carvings are 1,000 years old. How the fuck did Father
Got
write a
another,
language
thank
from
you.
galaxies away that hadn't even been invented yet?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Kong's my name. I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much. I am using... This is my main gun. I've got Fusion Blast, Noxious Spawns, and Strings of Gauss on it right now. This has been like my workhorse for the majority of this character, because I do mostly a toxic element for this character. So that's my main one. This is my secondary. It's kind of a boss melter sometimes. It gives toxic, which works with my overall build. I got the Claymore Torrent, and I've got the Deadly Disturbance. So it gets me good critical shots, helps me kind of with some crowd control. It's not, as much as this one is supposed to do more firepower than this one, the Geist Shaska tends to be more useful. It does more widespread damage than that one does. And currently I just equipped the Boulderlings a little bit ago. I haven't even tried it yet, because I don't use pistols much unless I absolutely have to. I probably should play around with them a little bit. But that's my main setup right now. And this gun, because you see all that toxic stuff flying around with that works with my skills, because I'm using Cold Snap for Frost, the Blighted Turret, and Fixing Wave, mostly not to heal myself, but to heal the turret so I don't have to keep deploying it. And my class is dedicated to Tech Shaman. And I'm working on, in my Ascension ranks, I've got my Anomaly damage built up, my cooldown reduction built up, and I'm working on Armor, Weapon damage, and Status power. Honestly, the sooner that you can upgrade the guns in the early game, the better. It might seem excessive putting some things on lower level guns, because if you're going to have to switch them out later, but at the same time, I've used this gun for probably 10, 15 levels. It's level 57 now because I keep doing the end game to upgrade the guns. Not all of my equipment is at the same level. Like, I still have some that's 55, so some of the stuff lags behind. You gotta do a lot of end game, and I come back to this game every so often. I'm not super, like, I don't play this game every single day of my life. But I play it, when I do play it, I play it super regularly, and you kind of have to dedicate some time to it. But it's worth really adding the highest level stuff to a gun that you like if you're going for a particular build. This character has been my most successful character, and I've played all of the classes. And I thought the Devastator was going to be my thing, because I like to charge in and kind of punch things, but this one has been the survivability factor. And if you can give yourself any advantage, definitely do it. It's expensive, and it's time-consuming, but it's worth it for the long game, especially if you're going to do end-game stuff and not just play the story. That's my personal opinion anyway. I mean, I generally play solo, so if you're playing with a squad, then you may want to even things out a little bit, but I don't generally have a squad to play with, so I'm going to see if I can upgrade something now. Actually, I got 200,000 of my... Let's see. Those are all 57. I'm trying to get my average level up to 57. Let me see. What's this going to be if I level it up? How much does that cost? I'm a little shy. I'm 24,000 shy. Almost there. It takes time. But like I said, it is worth it to add those higher level abilities if you have access to them. What you really just want to focus on is just what complements the build that you're using.
Here we go.
Because since I'm focused on a toxic build, then everything I have is generally towards toxic and a little bit of the... I do the frozen, because that's part of Tech Shaman, but mostly the toxic. That's where most of my damage comes from. Oh, that's right. I can't hurt him right now. I gotta go over here. Yeah, it takes a while to unlock things. It is kind of a... It is a very grindy game. Like... But that's gaming these days. Everything is kind of grindy. If you really want to be high level at stuff. And that's only if you have a continued interest in the game. Like, it is an older game. So... Not a lot of people play it anymore, but I'm a big fan. I had a lot of fun with this one. And I've played Destiny and some of the other ones. And this has been my favorite of this style of game so far. Oh, he got me. There we go. No. Alright, which direction needs to come from now? There. There we go. Alright. Whew. That's right. This time he's got him on both sides, so I gotta take down the shield on the other side too. And then the next time I think he's gonna do 3. Dang. Oh, I'm stuck. There we go. Alright, now where's he gonna be opening up next? Over there. Got that turret out there still firing off rounds. Ooh. I forget how tough some of this stuff is. When I go without playing for a while, I forget sometimes how difficult this can be. Ooh, got him. I think there's one more boss level through this before you get to actually see the story, the end of the story. Let's get all of our loot collected. And I don't need most of it. I'm pretty set on my stuff here, so let's get rid of some of that. Got another Inferno seed, but I have one that's higher, so let's get rid of that one. What is this? A Fatal Symbiont. That means I can get rid of that older one. Gotta keep my levels clear here. Techmonger's leg armor. 55. 50. Let's get rid of the 53. Alright. Let's keep on going.
Father must have written all this. Tuma said he was consumed by his visions. The past and future. Everything. My God. The size of this well. This must be the source of all of Father's madness.
He saw the future, and the future drove him crazy.
That's driven this whole world mad.
So let's go see what the past was. We won't see the future, but we will see the past. We'll see what he saw.
If Father was writing in English centuries ago, galaxies away from Earth, what else did he know? What the hell did he find out here?
Here we go. There's only a little bit more to do, and I think we finished the DLC.
Holy shit! Look at all these creatures. They're not moving.
The end game stuff for the DLC.
Almost peaceful. Was the father building a goddamn army in some kind of stasis? For what?
Got surrounded pretty quick there. Ooh. That's right, there's still more. Always forget how many waves there are, too. Oh. One more. Close to going up for another another ascension rank, which is cool. Get another point for that. All right. Kittens, what are you guys doing, huh? More loot to clear out. More resources. Let's clear all that off because we don't need most of that.
They're still not moving. If they were guarding something, they'd be waking up by now. Maybe I'm not the threat they were meant for. Not that I'm complaining. I think I'll keep quiet all the same.
Make sure there's nothing to lore-wise to pick up from there. I know there's a few things I'm still missing even after playing for this long. Alright, this is the last boss.
It must have been drawing them all here. Answering some call to join Father's army. How many of Enoch's creatures are being lured by this place? Called by Father? Shit. What if this is where all the big guys were on the move to?
Alright, another one of these guys. These guys suck, but that's alright. We got the difficulty lowered a little bit. We made a concession to make sure that we could handle it. One of these days, I'll be able to crank out the difficulty as high as I can make it. I'll get up to the final, like, level 40 or whatever. And then we'll be able to do all this without having to lower anything. This part sucks. Ugh. Ah. Oh. No. No. Still got me from all the way over there. Ah, I'm stuck on the wall. Dang it. Ooh, goodness. Yeah, because that's how you unlock everything. You have to get rid of... It's kind of tough having to go through your gear sets and get rid of stuff that you really like. But it's kind of necessary. It's the only way to really get all this stuff unlocked. I'll pick that. I'm going to break it down anyway. I'm a hoarder as far as stuff in game goes. I always keep as much as I can keep because I think it's cool or unique, but this is one of those games where you just have to let things go in order to get more powerful. It's like Diablo. Diablo is a lot like that. You can't just rely on stuff unless you can keep leveling it. Like, I've tried to level this set constantly because I don't want to let it go because it's what has worked for me. 53. Yeah, it's a 54. But, you know, that has that special ability, so I think I'll get rid of that. Because I can always upgrade that if I wanted. Let's see, this is a torrential downpour. 56. Get rid of that. Alright, I think we're done. I think we just go down here, and I think that's the end of it. Pretty sure. Yeah, this is where the big cube is.
There's no way out of here. Not until I catch whatever ghosts are leading me deeper. Whatever's pulling me under this city. It could be all the answers. To everything. Or just insanity.
Alright, let's go investigate the cube.
That chamber. Is this where Father meditated? Did these fumes grant the Father his visions and stir his madness? Everyone's warned me. Jana said it would consume me. Atuma said there'd be no way back. And yet, I know what I have to do.
They never really explain all this, but this cube is from a completely different civilization.
I need to know what happened down here.
That's not even part of this planet.
Before it happens again.
And they hint at things, but they never really fully explain everything about it.
Galaxies, star systems, planets. This one, it almost looks like Earth. That's the Flores. And the caravel? Oh. The Father saw Monroy's arrival. He knew the caravel would reach Enoch one day. The Outriders' insignia. You knew we were coming. You built a goddamn army to save your people from us. Just 1,000 years too early. All those words he wrote in English. Maybe they were for me. He knew I would come to this place. Maybe even wanted me to come here. Now, I need to know why.
Yeah, there was talk of there being an Outriders 2, and I followed some rumors about it. But they've never really followed up on it. They talked about it for a while, and then they stopped talking about it, and then, I don't know. I haven't heard much about it. Square Enix has had different financial problems over the years, so, you know, and this was a side project compared to some of the other things that they do, which is a shame because People Can Fly does some pretty good games. Like, they did this with Square Enix. They did Bulletstorm, which I liked. And they've been involved with Gearbox, even though Gearbox has been kind of, you know, kind of shifty in how they do business for a number of years now. But yeah, the best I can say is said that there was an Outriders 2 ideas. They didn't necessarily say that it was in development, and then that was it. They didn't really talk much more about it, which is too bad, because this game does have potential. There's potential for more stories. There's potential for... Because the game itself, like, even if the story gets kind of dumb and the dialogue gets kind of iffy, it does get kind of sci-fi original movie in places, and I've said that many times. But just playing the game, this is the first of this type of game where you can get to a certain level that you can max out the difficulty continuously and still feel powerful at every level. Like, other than the end game stuff where I have to dial it back a little bit, doing the main story at max difficulty every time I unlock another Apocalypse level, I feel like I can still do it. You gotta be careful, and you gotta have your gear tuned, but if you know what you're doing, it's fun. And games like Destiny have artificial difficulty things where they force you to play with other people, or they force you to do weird mechanics to get levels done or to fight bosses, and this game doesn't do that. This game lets you keep increasing that power level and keep feeling like, even at a hard difficulty where things are real difficult, you feel like a badass. And I would like another game like this. I would love another game like this. And it's just, I don't know if we're going to get it. The gaming landscape is kind of, it's kind of iffy right now. A lot of big games that you would think would have really made it have collapsed, and a lot of game ideas that some people thought were a good idea but really weren't came out and did really badly. So I don't know, it's a tough arena for a game like this right now, which is too bad, because I played the first Destiny. I didn't play the second one. I gave up after the first one. I played Anthem. Anthem had potential, but it had similar problems to Destiny in level scaling and being able to accomplish certain goals. And they locked a bunch of things behind. If you wanted to do parts of the main story, you had to play with groups. You had to do matchmaking. And I play late. I don't often play at times that are conducive to matchmaking. And I'm not very good with others necessarily. I'm much more of a solo player. And this was the first game that really felt like you could do it on your own. I've played with other people in here, and it is fun too. Playing with different builds with other people in this can get real crazy. I played with my brother-in-law, and he was doing... What was he playing? I think he was playing Pyromancer. And I was playing this character. And it got pretty insane. It was fun, though. So I do hope they make another one. But I don't know if it's... I don't know if it's in the cards. I don't know. I've never heard a definitive... Like, they never said for sure that it was canceled. But there's not been any headway on an Outriders 2. And there's a lot more story to explain, so that's too bad. I hope they keep the servers on for this at the very least, so that people can still play it with other people. Because that is fun. Even though I don't do it that much, it is fun. And it's more fun than some of the other games like it that do that. It leans into allowing each person in a party to have a solid role where you feel like you're making a difference. And everything's pretty well balanced for the most part. There's some issues with certain boss fights, but for the most part, everything's balanced. Most of the time, I'll tell you, I'm mostly into games like Dead Space, and I'm real bummed out that they're not making another remake, or another just, in general, Dead Space game. I would love to play another Dead Space game. I played all three of the originals, plus the remake of the first one, which did a great job. There's supposed to be a Bulletstorm 2 also. There've been talks about that from People Can Fly, and I heard a while back, and I can't remember, so don't quote me on this exactly, but I heard that there was some layoffs at People Can Fly and some other things going on, and that might be where the issues are. It might not be with the bigger companies, it might be with the smaller studio that they're not able to get these projects done. I don't remember for sure where I heard that from, though. So again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that. But I would like another Outriders game. I would get it. I would play another Outriders game. I wouldn't mind. I know they're not doing any more DLC for this one. They've done World Slayer, and that was it. And I think mostly that's the extent of the support. I don't think there's any more support for the game. Like, they're doing maybe... They're not doing any major updates of any kind. They're just doing... if there's a bug that props up or something like that, but even then, I don't think they haven't messed with anything in a while. There was an issue a while back that they fixed that was kind of funny, but there was a spot where, I don't know if it happened a lot of times when you're playing solo, but when I was playing with other people, this music, like this heroic music that's playing right now in the combat music, would just, after combat was over, it would keep playing loudly, incessantly throughout the rest of the level unless you quit and came back, and that was annoying. And even then, sometimes you had to restart your system to clear the memory cache to get it to stop. Ugh. You'd just be standing there like just doing regular dialogue for the story or in a cutscene, and the music would just be doing this the whole time. Hey, Fifth Freaky, you just followed as well. Thank you so much. I'm getting some followers for this. I appreciate the follows. From Kong's My Name, you've been in the chat, asked me some good questions, kind of picked my brain about weapon builds and things. So I appreciate everybody tuning in, definitely. We're going to do more... We are going to do more of the endgame content. Probably more of the pods the next time we play. Because I'm trying to get the pod resources to keep building up my weapons and to keep building up my armor. And then we'll probably play through the story again with the next unlocked difficulty and keep doing that cycle to keep upgrading the character build. Because I want to get... I've unlocked level 22 of the Apocalypse ranks, and there are 40 total difficulty ranks. It's ambitious, but I would like to unlock all 40. I would like to unlock all 40. So we'll see how that goes. We will see how it goes. And if they do come out, if they eventually come out with a second game, if they come out with Outriders 2, I'll be playing it. I'll probably try to get it day one. I don't usually try to pre-order stuff anymore because you get burned by that a lot of the times. But I think I'm confident enough that if the same or a similar team made a sequel to this one, 40 is the highest Apocalypse tier. And that would mean, like, let's see. I'm at level 57 as a character at Apocalypse rank 22. And every Apocalypse rank lets you add another level to your gear to boost up that. So if you add like 22, 40 minus 22, 20, 18. So 18 plus 57 would mean that the highest level your character can be on average gear would be 75, which is pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. I kind of want to know what kind of damage you can lay out at level 75. Because doing those pods, it shows you the breakdown of how much damage you dealt during the little pod missions. And the last one I did before I switched to this doing the city was 350 million total damage. And that's at 57. So imagine 18 more levels of that. Oh man. Ridiculous. Level 75 as a character looks like the highest you can go. So level 40 Apocalypse, level 75 as far as your gear level. Which would also mean that your Ascension rank... Well, your Ascension rank goes up separate. Your Ascension rank can get up to 200. Which is ridiculous. I can't imagine how long you'd have to... Because I'm at level 34 Ascension rank. Because there's a lot of numbers to keep track of. You got Ascension rank. You got your gear average level. You've got your Apocalypse rank. So all of these things are all intertwined. So then imagine you're at Apocalypse rank 40. Your gear's at level 75. And you've got all 200 Ascension points. That would be badass, I think. That would be a badass character once you got to that rank. That would take a while, though, because I'm only at level 34 Ascension rank, which is still pretty good. Because you get Ascension ranks after you've leveled up your character to whatever the main... I don't remember what the original character level was at this point, before you got into that kind of stuff. There's so many numbers in this game. There's so many numbers. But it's not even really necessary to remember all of them, is the best thing about it. Some games, you have to constantly worry about, oh, I gotta have this stat, I gotta worry about this stat, I gotta worry about this. But once you get into a groove with a character build, you kind of don't have to worry all that much about all those individual numbers. They just kind of, you don't even think about them. Like here, it took me a minute to do all the math in my head. But most of the time, you just focus on adding to the levels of your gear to make sure your average gear level is higher, and you build up their individual stats, and then you just go, and it's automatic. I'm sure somebody out there has a spreadsheet, though. I'm sure somebody is more into the game even than I am, and they have a spreadsheet of all the different things that all the power levels, all the damage you can do, and all that, and that's a bit much for me. But 200 Ascension ranks, 75 average gear level, and level 40 Apocalypse level. That's a lot of build. That is a lot of build. We're gonna be done with the credits here, though. We're getting into all the different like country credits and stuff. Oh goodness. Because let's look at what I've got so far. I'm pretty sure I remember what all my points are at so far. Oh, see, and during that run, 687 million total damage. And my accuracy is crap. I'm not even going to lie. My accuracy is like 51%. But, and that's crazy. I only took 3 million total damage with dealing that much. Dang. Whew. But once you've got that, like the class level is, you can get up to level 30 in the class, and that gives you 20 points. You get the PAX points, which is 5 for doing the DLC. The Ascension points Like I said, it says max ascension points 200. Let's see. So there's 10 in each of these. 10, 50 plus 50 is 100. Oh, so that would let you max out all of these. So you could max out every one of these points here. So you'd have all of this completely maxed, which I don't know what all the, because they're all numbered differently. This one's a cooldown reduction at its maximum of 5.5%, but you're already in the 5 point something percent for your armor bonuses here. And this is 10% damage for anomaly. So all these are calculated differently. But you could max out all of this. All of your gear can be 75 once you get all those apocalypse ranks filled up. Because I've only unlocked 22, which is still a lot, considering that the original game had the 15 world tiers. So this was on top of all that. Yeah, enemy level 75. Item level bonus plus 45. Wow, Ascension multiplier 33,000%. Dang, some of these numbers. What's good though is it looks like at a certain point the enemy damage numbers don't go any higher. From tier 33 up to 40, the enemy damage multiplier stays at 150%. And instead they get defensive bonuses. Like they get more health, they get more critical damage reduction, and you get less, like your healing stuff goes down, and your revive speed goes down, and your regeneration goes down to compensate. So hey, good to hear that, Fifth Freaky. I like hearing from you guys about how much you like this game, because you don't hear about it so much anymore. It's one of those niche games that just came along. It was around at the right time. I got really into it. I really enjoyed it. But that is, I'm at the end of my stream. I'm actually over. I usually only do about 2 hours now, so I've done almost 3 hours. I appreciate Kong's my name, Fifth Freaky. I appreciate both you guys tuning in. Everybody else who's watching. I'm going to play some more of this tomorrow. I usually play late, which is around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you want to tune in again. So I'll be back on tomorrow, most likely with more of this. And I look forward to having everybody tune in, and I appreciate everybody doing so. Thank you so much for following and for subscribing. It really helps me out. But I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to leave you with this. Catch me tomorrow. Have a good night.